Alright, let's get back to Star Wars Outer Rim, and I got one pretty large correction to make here. Darn it! I was looking at the rules in the base game, and I was looking at contacts for AI. That's if you are playing as the AI smuggler, not the AI bounty hunter. The AI bounty hunter will not gather crew when they look at contacts. So Han Solo does not join Boba Fett, so we are going to take him away from Boba Fett, put him back on the planet. If the bounty hunter does not find the target they're looking for, then they just leave the encounter token there and they don't bother with it. That's how that is supposed to work. For the AI bounty hunter, I was looking at the rules for AI smuggler, so oops, messed that up. So we didn't have Lobot. Lobot's back on the planet over here. Things got kind of all messed up over there. So I'm just going to leave things where they are. He does not gather crew. And that's basically bottom line. The other thing is when he is going for an AI, or going for a bounty, he goes for the lowest pip bounty first. The lowest pip white bounty is actually over here. I was doing the orange, so he wouldn't have gone for the orange bounty anyway. So let's just continue from here, because I think to try and unwind everything is going to be pretty crazy. Alright, we begin Bossk. So let's do the first thing it says here. And it says move up to your ship speed. And we're going to do that because we have a bounty that we collected last time to drop off. Alright, we are moving. Our ship speed is 6. We have Bossk in our hold. We got him tied up. We want to deliver him to Nal Hutta. Nal Hutta is right here. And we have a speed of 6, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We have arrived at Nal Hutta. I almost want to put these orange contacts off the board because they're getting kind of in the way. And I'm going to put them off the board. Yeah, I'll leave that Kessel one there. Alright. As I do this, of course, while I'm filming, wasting everyone's time. Alright, there we go. It makes moving things easier. Alright, we are now on Nal Hutta. So, what do we do next? We have perform any and all actions. Let's not forget, one of our actions is right on our card. Action, remove 2 damage from your character and 2 damage from your ship. So we can do any and all action. We had 1 damage on our ship. We're just going to get rid of that. That is what we can do for an action. And then the other actions is deliver cargo or bounties. Oh yeah. We are to the Hutt Palace. And we're bringing in Bossk. So we're going to get rid of his token. The token will go away because he's out of the game because we're delivering him. Capture reward. Deliver Bossk to Nal Hutta to gain 8,002 fame. Yes, and this card out of the game. 8,000 credits and 2 fame. Let's get it. Alright, we're on the board. 2 fame for dumping off Bossk. That's nice. And 8,000 credits. We have 2,000, so we'll cash in those and get a nice crisp 10,000 credit bar. Nice. Alright, do we have any more actions to perform? Well, of course we do. We're on a planet, so we can do a purchase action now that we have 10,000 credits. We're going to buy something. Absolutely. I think we are going to look at the gear deck because there's a nice mod there that I think we want. Alright, we're going to look at the gear deck, and there's a mod on top that I really am eyeing up. It costs 2,000, and it is a targeting computer. It says once per ship combat, which we need to do to become our pirate monarch, you may reroll any number of your blank dice, costing 2,000. Oh yeah, we are going to be spending that. So for 2,000, we're going to put that in our mods. We got a targeting computer, so yeah, we had 10,000 credits very briefly, so now we're down to 8,000 credits left. Alright, so yeah, we've got 8,000 credits left. And now what do we do? So that was our action, that was our market step. Oh, and we have to look at the top of the deck and move any ships or reveal any tokens. And we just basically have that is the Syndicate, is it not? That is the Syndicate moving 3 spaces towards us. Ooh, a heavy blaster. I love it. Okay, Syndicate moving 3 spaces towards us, and I gotta find the Syndicate. And the Syndicate is way over here. It will move 3 spaces towards us, so it's just going to go 1, 2, 3 and join the Rebel patrol ship. Okay, that was our action step, and now we are on to the encounter step. So what do we want to encounter? We have no patrols. We can encounter a token. We have no crew slot for our ship, so there's no point trying to get any crew. We have Lobot is way over here. He is our current bounty. Oh man, 10 grand and a fame if we deliver him, but we got to get to him. But we do have a ship speed of 6. I guess we are... It's just not worth encountering one of the characters, I don't think, because we can't gain crew. We've got no slots for crew. So let's just have a Nal Hutta encounter. We are positive with the Hutts, so that's probably going to be a good thing. All right, Nal Hutta. Let's take a look at this. Nal Hutta. Oh boy, lots of text. The Hutt spits out a few vile sounds, and his protocol droid translates, "I've heard a lot about you," it says. The nearest player chooses one of the following. So do we? I guess we get to choose. You and that player each gain 1 Hutt reputation. Each of you that has already positive Hutt gain 3,000 instead. You and that player each lose a Hutt reputation. Each of you that already had negative Hutt reputation lose 3,000. Well, I guess we're gonna do this one. You and the player each gain a Hutt. So we're both at positive Hutt reputation already. Us, Boba Fett and us. Each already had plus. So basically all this card does for us is we get 3,000 credits, but so does Boba Fett, because yeah. So there's that. Alright, well, so 3,000 credits each, so now we've got 11,000 credits, and Boba Fett ends up with 5, 6, 7, he's got 8,000 credits. Well, I mean, good for us, but also good for Boba Fett, which is not good for us. And that was our encounter. Over we go to the AI player. Alright, Boba Fett AI player, and we get the Boba Fett card. Alright, so we're going to have to shuffle all of the AI cards at the end of this. Planning step, do the first that applies. If defeated, nope. Move towards a bounty target. Move towards a bounty target. Alright, so yes, he will go towards the lowest pip bounty target, and that will be white. He's still looking for a Ponda Baba somewhere, which might be over here with the same planet we're on, Nal Hutta. He has a speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can get there. Wow, so he gets there easily. So he meets up with us. He has no cargo that we can steal because we have the Imperial Secret, but alright. That's the first thing he does. And next, do all that apply. If all bounty slots are full, buy a gear. He has all bounty slots full. Wow, so he will purchase a gear. Otherwise, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he'll purchase a gear. Oh, no, no, you bugger, I wanted this. So he's going to spend 3,000 and he's going to get the DL-44 Heavy Blaster. Damn you. Okay, I wanted that. So he buys that gear. Alright. And then we have to do this. So that's the Imperials are going to move 3 towards him. Imperial ship is... Where is the Imperial ship? Oh, it's sitting here. 3 towards him would be... If we get to this planet... I think that's the closest way. 1, 2, 3? It doesn't matter, because it's... I'm going to put it on the planet, because it'll either be here, which is then 1 to get there, or here. Oh no, it will be here. Never mind, that is actually closer to him. Alright, continuing on with the card. Reveal a face-down contact on this planet that matches the Class 1 Boba Fett's bounties. Oh, well, he just reveals it. Okay, boom. And it is a Black Sun agent, which he's not looking for. So his next closest is going to be there. Okay, well, alright. Did all of that, and now encounter step. Do the first that applies. If negative reputation matching a patrol, no. Encounter a bounty target character in this space. There is no bounty target character in the space, because he's not looking for the Black Sun agent. So he'll just gain 4,000 credits. Yikes. Okay. That'll put him up to 9,000. So there's 2. I need to get a couple more out of here. So now he's got 9,000 credits. Okay. Special. Discard the top card of both of these decks, the luxury deck and the, I forget what that one is. And then shuffle this AI card with the rest of the AI cards. Alright, so we have to get rid of those 2. So the luxury deck, is it the luxury deck? And so here's the luxury deck. So we just dump this off. Oh no, that's the, is it bounties? No, luxury deck. Oops. This is the luxury deck here. So we get rid of the undercover agent, and we get this one, 15,000. Yikes. And the other deck is the jobs deck. So we get rid of that, and we flip up a new job. Syndicate favor. Okay. That's it. And then we shuffle the AI card. So I'll do that off screen, and then it'll be back to us. Alright, back we go to us. And we can move. But looking at my card here, we can flip over our actual boss card. If we have at least a mod, we have a mod, and 2 gear with a combined cost of 15,000. We gain a fame and flip this card. And I really want to do that. So I don't think I'm going to move. I think we're just going to collect 2,000 credits. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. That will give us a total of a lot of credits. So that's really good. So 2,000 credits. We now have 13,000 credits. Get to the action step. Deliver cargo or bounties. I'm not doing that. A market action. So we want to definitely do a market action. We are looking for gear. We have $8,000 worth of mod and gear, which means we are needing another $7,000. We need a $7,000 gear, and we've got 13 to spend. So let's see. Starting off, we got a 3 armor. We don't want that one because that's not expensive enough. So we get to cycle this twice. Oh, come on. Expensive gear. 8,000. Gain 2 extra health during ground combat. If you have strength, which we do, your opponent rolls 1 fewer die. Limit. Oh, absolutely. Are we buying this? 8,000 credits, and then we're going to be... then the syndicate will move 3 towards us. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, 8,000 credits. We now have this most awesome armor. So we have plastoid armor. We have the vibro axe. Okay, that costs us 8,000, which is not a problem. We have lots of money. And now, because we've just done that... Oh, hang on. I said it was the syndicate, right? That is moving 3 towards us. So let me do that before I forget. Where's the syndicate? It's right there. So 1, 2, 3. Not a problem. We're neutral with the syndicate anyway. All right, but now I do believe we flip our card over because we just did this. Have at least 1 mod. We do. And 2 gear with a combined of at least 15,000 to gain. Yes, so we've got 8, 14, 15, 16,000. We gain a fame and flip this card. All right, so our fame now goes to 3, and Boba's got 0. Rubbing it in. Okay, same action, recover 2 damage from your character, 2 damage from your ship, and encounter, fight a combat against a player in your space who has more fame than you. If you win, gain a fame. So we can attack Boba Fett to gain fame if he's got more than us, but of course he doesn't, so it wouldn't matter to fight him right now. Ooh, cool. So we've got our enhanced ability. We've got some cool armor and a weapon. All right, that was our market step, and now it is the encounter step. Fight a patrol, resolve an encounter card, or resolve a contact token. I think we're going to do Nal Hutta again. We're just going to do the planet because we're sitting right there. We have plus Hutt. So let's see. Nal Hutta, Few mercenaries can avoid the allure of a Sabbath game. Surely you'll be able to find an opponent. You may gain the job below. Okay, if we gain the job below, influence, knowledge, stealth, tactics. We have tactics. Oh, encounter. Choose a player in your space. You each lose 5,000 and you resolve card 40. You cannot resolve this card if either player has less than 5,000. Reward, gain 10,000 and discard this card. Okay, what? Oh, he's got stealth and tactics. I just have tactics. I don't think I want to do this with him. And I don't think you may get... No, we're not going to gain the job. Forget it. We're just going to go, you know what? We don't want to play Sabbath against Boba Fett. We just want to do our bounties and go on our merry way. And that's the end of our encounter. All right, AI player up next. All right, we're back to the AI player, but I have a correction from his last turn. He does not get 4,000 credits during his turn. He would have actually flipped over this contact because the card specifically said, where's the Boba Fett card? I got to shuffle all these anyway. Let's have a look here. So it basically said, yeah, that's about it. It said, where are we here? Ah, here we go. Encounter a bounty target, character, crew, or contact in this space. He has an orange bounty target, which would be this one. So I skipped that and gave him 4,000. That shouldn't have. He should encounter this because this could be Ahsoka Tano, and it is Katsu Anyo. So no, it is not. So okay. So he would not get the 4,000 because you do the first one. So that's the first one he did. So he's at 5,000. Okay, and then we go to the special, which I've done the cards. So that's everything's fine. All right, that is how things will work. Apologize for that, but I did catch it here before I got the end of the episode done, so that's good. So let's go ahead, shuffle up the AI cards, and have a final turn for him. All right. Do the first that applies. If defeated, no. Move toward the bounty target. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, he's going to move towards a bounty target, which is very close to him. Once again, he is hot on the trail of Ponda Baba, who's doing a very good job of hiding. So we're right here. Hutta, he is going to go 1-2 to Tatooine. And there is a white contact here. So he has made it to the lowest pip target, where he wants to be. Okay, so do the first that applies. Action step, do all that apply by a ship. If unable and on a planet, discard the top card of the cargo market deck and gain 4,000. And he'll do that because he only, he only has 5,000 credits. And his ship, he could buy a 5,000 credit ship. Or in the back camera, we're going to take a look and see if he can find a ship worth 5,000 credits. Alright, so he's ship hunting. Where is our ship deck? It is right here. He will cycle twice. Is he going to buy a $20,000 ship? He's got 5,000 credits, so that is a no. The next ship is 10,000. No. And the next ship is 15,000. No. So he looks at some ships and he's like, nah, those are too pricey for me. If unable, on a planet, discard the top card of the market cargo deck and gain 4,000. So he will be discarding this card, just like so. And there we go. And he gets 4,000 credits. Now he gets 4,000 credits. Okay. So now he has a total of 9,000 credits. Continuing on with the AI card. Encounter step. Do the first that applies. If a negative reputation of do, encounter a patrol. No. Encounter a bounty target. Yes, he is going to encounter a bounty target. So let's have him do that. He is looking for Ponda Baba. Is this him? Could it be? Ponda, has he finally found him? No, it's Gurundin. On Tatooine. How appropriate. But anyway, nope. He did not find his bounty. So he'll be off to the next target of the bounty. All right, and that was, they basically do the first that applies. So he encountered the target, did not find Ponda Baba, and so we need to put the marker on his next location. All right. Well, good for us. He's having terrible luck finding his bounties. The next closest white, I think that's the only... Is that the only white? That's the only white one left. This has to be him. So we're going to put his target there. He will go towards the closest, lowest pip bounty target, which is right here. So, wow. All right, I'm going to back camera out. And I think we're going to wrap up our episode for today. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. So we're sitting at 3 fame, and yeah, and Boba Fett is sucking wind at 0 fame. He just cannot find Ponda Baba, and he also cannot find Ahsoka Tano. So good for us. We're in the lead. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes, dislikes, participation of any kind. It really helps out my channel. I really appreciate it. This is Star Wars Outer Rim. We're playing Bossk, the bounty hunter, versus Boba Fett, the AI bounty hunter. And so far, things are looking pretty decent for Bossk, but we'll find out later on how things are going to go. So thanks so much, and hope to see you in the next episode.